Hello students, welcome to my class. Today we are going to discuss few questions related to JEE Advanced Examination. Clear friend? So let's start with the topic, that is question number 1. Look at the question. This is the process of association take place, that is acetic acid converted to the dimerization, dimer forms. Molecular mass of acetic acid is found to 120. Which among the following relation is correct? That is in terms of the initial density and observed density. Clear to you? Now moving here, look at what I am telling. As we know the general formula, do you remember this? Look, listen carefully what I am telling. Wait for a moment. Alpha is equal to D minus D upon 1 minus 1 upon N into D. Remember this formula? I have discussed during my theory lecture. Now here, what is given? That is dimer forms, that is N is equal to 2. Clear? Now put this value here. What will happen? Alpha is equal to D minus D upon 1 minus 1 by 2 into D. Clear? Now alpha is equal to D minus D upon 2 minus 1 divided by 2 into D. Then alpha is equal to 2 D minus D upon D. This is the relation. Clear? This is the alpha. So tell me which one is the correct option in this case? So in this case the correct option is 2 D minus D upon D. C is the correct option. Clear? Here is the association take place. Now I am going to rub this part and we'll discuss the next question. Wait for a moment. Now let's move to the next part of the question. Now next part of the question, this is dissociation take place, and what is given here? The Kc for the reaction. Clear to you? And the total vapor pressure at equilibrium is 20 atm. Okay. As we know, first of all, we have to make relation Kp is equal to Kc RT to the power delta N. This is the relation. And first of all, we have to find the value of Kp. Clear to you? As we know, Kp is equal to partial pressure of NH3, this is the expression, and the partial pressure of H2S. Product reactant is in solid state, so we will not consider. This is the expression. Total pressure what is given at equilibrium was 20 atm. That means to say PNH3 is equal to PH2S is equal to 20 upon 2. Clear to you? That is 10 atm given according to the question. Clear? Now put this value, then Kp, what will happen? Kp is equal to 10 into 10, that is equal to 100 atm square. Clear friend? This is a simple expression. Now let's move here. Now write down the expression. Kp, that is 100, is equal to Kc. What is the value of R? 0.0821, and the temperature given is, tell me, 127. 127 plus 273, that is 400. Clear? Now put this value here, that is 0.0821 into 400 and delta N. What is delta N? That is delta N is equal to product minus reactant, gaseous number of moles of gaseous product minus number of moles of gaseous reaction product. 1 mole of NH3 and 1 mole of H2S. 1 plus 1 2, 2 minus 0, that is 2. Clear to you? So put this value, that is 2. Clear? Now what will happen? Tell me. So Kc is equal to 100 upon 0.0821 into 400 square. Clear? Now, if you solve this expression, then you get the value of Kc, which is almost equal to 0.092 m square. Clear? So in this case, the answer is A. We do not need to check out the answer. We just need to write down the expression. If you know how to solve the question, then definitely will get the answer. If you get the expression here, then it is simple mathematical question, and you all are preparing for JEE advanced examination, so it's not so easy to calculate such kind of. One more thing I am going to mention here, if for such type of expression you can assume the question also. Prediction also helpful. For this you can take this like 0.08, not a issue. You will get the answer just near to the exact answer. Clear to you? That is the method of estimation. Now I am going to rub this part, friend. Now let's move to the next part. The next part, what the next part of the question says, wait for a moment. Now, question number 3, look at 20% of N2O4, okay, molecules, is it visible? 20% of N2O4 molecules are dissociated in a sample of a gas of gas at 27 degrees Celsius and 760 torr. Okay, mixture has the density at equilibrium. That is, we have to find the density of the mixture. What is given here? Dissociation. That is, definitely N2O4 dissociate into 2NO2. This is the simple thing. Clear? Now, where is alpha? That is 20 upon 100. That is 0.2. Am I right? Okay. Now, what to find? Mixture has the density. We have to find the mixture of the density at equilibrium. Clear? Now, what to do in this case? Now, here is dissociation, and the value of D, initial density, that is vapor density, that is 2 NO2, what is 32 plus 14, that is 46. Okay, clear? Now, as we know, alpha is equal to D minus D upon N minus 1 into D. Clear to you? What I am telling? D minus D into N minus 1 into D. Clear? Wait for a moment. Pardon. That is the value of alpha, that is the value of D is equal to 46. Clear? Now, put this value. Alpha is equal to 0.2. Now, 46 minus D upon 2 minus 1 into D. Clear? Now, what will happen? 0.2 into D is equal to 46 minus D. Clear, friend? Now, what will happen? Check it out. 0.2 into D plus D is equal to 46. Clear? Now, what will happen? D is common. 0.2 plus 1 is equal to 46, and D is equal to 46 upon 1.2. Clear to you? 46 upon 1.2. Now, this will come here. It is around 3. Wait for a moment. Let me check out what is the expression. 10, 8, clear, 3.83. This is this is the value of D, 3.83 into 10. Wait for a moment, I am moving here. Now, what will happen? Now, that is, the D is equal to 38.3. Clear to you? Now mixture has the density at equilibrium. Now is it clear? I think now you don't have any problem in this case. Clear to you? Now tell me what will happen. As we know, Pm is equal to dRT. Do you remember? Pm is equal to dRT. Remember this, or do I need to drive this expression? Wait for a moment. I think you have forgotten this. Now, as we know, Pv is equal to nRT. Yes, sir. Then P is equal to given mass upon molar mass upon volume into RT. Clear? Now, given mass upon volume is equal to what will happen? That is density. Pm is equal to rho RT. That is the density. As we know, P is equal to 760 torr is equal to 180 m. Sir, 1 into m. What is the value of rho? We do not know. Put the value of R, 0.0821. Good. Now what is the value of T? 27 degrees Celsius. That is 300 Kelvin. Clear? Now here one thing I have to mention. We do not know the M. Due to this reason we have find this value. Clear? So tell me, as we know, molar mass is equal to 2 into vapor density, that is 2 into 38.3, that is 76.6. Am I right or wrong? 76. Now put this value, 1 into 76.6 divided by 0.0821 into 300 is equal to rho. Now if you solve this expression, you will get the answer. Clear, friend? This is the expression. Dissociation d minus d. Here this d is given initial, that is the value 46. Clear to you? Now put the value alpha is equal to d minus d. This is the formula, n minus 1 into d. N is equal to 2 here. Dissociation, that is 2 mole. Now if you put this value, then definitely you will get the answer. So in this case, if you solve, D is the correct option. I'm going to rub this part, friend, and we'll discuss the next part of the question. Listen carefully what I'm telling. Wait for a moment. Now let's move to the next part of the question. Look at the equilibrium constant for the reaction, okay, respectively are in the ratio, okay, that is, it is given here Kp1 upon Kp2. Clear to you? Is given 1 upon 9. It is the according to the question. Clear? Now what is given here? If the degree of dissociation of X and Z be equal, okay, then the ratio of total pressure at this equilibrium. Then the ratio of the total pressure at this equilibrium. First of all, we have to write down the expression for Kp1 and Kp2. Yes, sir, definitely. So write down the expression for X gives you 2y. Clear to you? If I start, let assume T is equal to 1 here, then 0, then T is equal to T equilibrium 1 minus alpha and 2 alpha, total number of moles at equilibrium 1 minus alpha plus 2 alpha, that is 1 plus alpha. Clear? Now what will happen in this case? Tell me the P, that is y. Py is equal to what will happen? Mole fraction of y into total pressure. This is the expression. What is the Py is equal to mole fraction, that is 2 alpha given number of mole upon total number of moles into P. Am I right or wrong? Definitely, sir, you are right. And now partial pressure in terms of X, that is total number of moles here 1 minus alpha and total number of moles, that is 1 plus alpha into P. Clear? This is, now put this value, wait for a moment, I am going to rub this part. Now moving here. Clear? Now put this value, that is the expression for Kp1, that is Py to the power 2, yes sir, upon Px sir, yes sir. Clear? Now put this value Py, that is 2 alpha, put here 2 alpha upon 1 plus alpha to the P square upon x, that is 1 minus alpha upon 1 plus alpha into P. Am I right? Okay sir, you are right. Now let's move to the next expression. In this case, according to the question, degree of dissociation is same. This is the expression for Kp1, mark here. This is the expression for Kp1. Now moving here for Kp2, what will happen, tell me? That is the expression Z gives you P plus Q. Clear? Now what will happen? 0, 1, x, alpha and alpha, t equilibrium, sorry, pardon friend, t is equal to 0, then there is 0 and 0. T is equal to t equilibrium 1 minus alpha, alpha and alpha. Clear to you? So in this case, what will happen? The expression Kp2, what is the total number of moles? For we can write Pp, then Pq upon Pz. This is the expression. Now if the total pressure is P, then what will happen, tell me? Alpha upon total number of moles. Total number of moles 1 minus alpha plus alpha plus alpha. This will cancel, that is 1 plus alpha. I am rubbing this part. This is a lengthy question. I am giving you a lengthy trick. After that I will give you a short trick. Clear? Now put here 1 plus alpha, then into capital P, then for this alpha 1 plus alpha into capital P upon there 1 minus alpha upon 1 plus alpha into capital P. This is the expression for Kp1 and Kp2. I am moving here friend. Look at, move very slowly because this is one of the important. You cannot miss out one step. Now what to do? Kp1 upon Kp2. Put the value of Kp1 and Kp2. Look at Kp1 is 2 alpha upon 1 plus alpha square into P square. Clear? Wait for a moment. Divided by, wait friend, I have to use colorful chalk, upon 1 minus alpha upon 1 plus alpha into P. This is the first Kp1, and now divided by Kp2. I am rubbing this part. Kp2, the expression is alpha into alpha, alpha square upon 1 plus alpha whole square into P square. That's clear. Now here put 1 minus alpha into 1 plus alpha. Don't worry, this is JEE Advanced friend. I am taking a best question from my wallet. Okay, now this will cancel this one, all okay. Now what will happen? This will cancel this one, all okay. Now tell me, that is Kp1, put the value 1 tends to 9, then ratio 1 if the degree of equilibrium constant, and then the degree of dissociation of x and z be equal, then the ratio of total pressure of these. Now what will happen if I put here pressure? Wait for a moment. One thing I have to mention here, the ratio of the total pressure. Don't cut, take the total pressure, that P1 and P2, so that you can easily differentiate, because here the mention is P1 square, not a issue. P1, clear to you? Mention here P2 and mention here P2. It's very much easy for us. Now this P1 and this one cancel. Clear that here P1, this P2, according to the question we are doing this, that is total pressure is different, that why. Now this one and this one will cancel, is clear, because degree of dissociation is same. Now what will happen, this term and this term will cancel this other, clear, and this alpha and this alpha square also cut each other. Now what will happen, that is 2 to 4, 4 P1 upon here we get P2, clear to you. So multiply them, then what will happen, 1 upon 36 is equal to P1 upon P2, clear. This is the best question, 1 upon 36 is equal to P1 upon P2. So what is the option in this case? So B is the correct option in this case, clear to you. Here given the total pressure, so I have written substitute P is equal to P1. For first case P is equal to P1, and for second case total pressure P is equal to P2, and put this value, will get the answer. Clear friend? Now I am going to rub this part and we will discuss the next part of the question. Wait for a moment. Wait friend, wait. Now let's move to the next part of the question. The next part of the question is this is completely theory based question, Leach Atelier principle. What will happen in this case? Look at N2 plus 3s2 2ns3, okay, exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction, that is lowering of temperature, okay, that is if you move, I am moving here friend, so that you can easily learn. If you move from left to right and this is exothermic reaction, then definitely we people know that we have to lower the temperature, forward shift lowering the temperature, that is S is the correct option, we people know. Now in terms of pressure given here, as we know, if you move from left to right, that is forward shift, hence here is a product side has 2 moles and reactant side has 4 mole. We are moving from larger to lesser number of moles. So in this case what will happen, rise in temperature, so P and S is the correct option. Now check, here is again exothermic reaction, so the option first one is, as we do not need to check out more. Now in terms of pressure, look at, here is 3, here is 2, we are moving from 3 to 2 lower, that is again increase in temperature according to the Leach Atelier principle, clear. Now here endothermic reaction always favor higher in temperature, forward shift in rise in temperature, that is R is correct. Now check number of moles, 2 minus 2, delta N is equal to 0, so there is no impact of temperature, that is Q, that is for this Q and R is the correct. Now PCl3 plus Cl2 endothermic, we people know endothermic, that is the rise in temperature R. Now here that is P, here is 2, from higher to lower moles, we are moving from higher to lower number, that is the forward shift, that is P and R, clear. Check out the things for P and S, S, P and S, Q and R, and P and R endothermic, clear to you. This is the best question. Now wait for a moment. Let's move to the next part of the question. This one, when NaCl is added to the saturated solution of AgCl, as we know this one is AgCl, that is Ag plus and Cl minus. When we add NaCl, then it will dissociate like this. Now this is a common ion effect, the concentration of Cl, common ion will increase and the concentration of ion which is not in common is decrease. So if I take, that is one increase, second decrease, what is the graph? The graph will be like this. So this is the correct answer, this is the complete mathematical relation. Cl, common ion, as we know what is common ion, the common ion has concentration, the common ion which will increase its concentration and the ion which is not in common will decrease. So this one is a order, one increase, the second one is decrease, inversely proportional, clear to you. This is the graph, okay. Friend, wait for a moment, I am going to rub this part. Now question number 7. The relative strength of two weak bases at the same concentration may be given by. We all know this is a simple question. You can easily assume relative strength in terms of alpha and alpha 2, in terms of OH ion concentration, in terms of that is equilibrium constant of the base. So this one and this one, and definitely this one is not correct. Clear? B, C, this is a multiple choice question. B, C and D in terms of degree of dissociation, in terms of concentration of OH ion, in terms of concentration, in terms of value of the equilibrium constant. Clear to you? Relative strength of two weak acid at the same concentration. Clear? If you have any doubt, you can easily approach to me. This is completely theoretical question. Clear? Tell me. I think you are not clear. Look at, is it root? Okay, friend. So let's move to the next part. Now, this is one of the best question. This is one of the best question. Now I am giving you few seconds to check out the question, then we'll discuss. I have discussed this thing in acid-base titration. This is the most valuable question for JEE 2019. This is completely acid-base titration and simple trick. Now think on it. I have discussed these things and I have taken this question from my wallet because I have discussed this thing in my theory class. So tell me how to solve such kind of questions. Look at strong acid versus strong base, complete neutralization. In this case, definitely we can use any indicator, PQR. It's very simple. But here the question, weak acid versus strong base. As we know, when we take weak acid, like if I take CS3COOH and the strong base is NaOH, clear to you? What will happen? That is CS3COONA plus H2O. Definitely when the reaction proceed, it will have dominant basic character because here is a strong base. If definitely base is strong, then definitely pH will rises. If pH will rises, for such kind of reaction we will use that indicator which has high value of pH. And in this case, which has high value of pH? Phenolphthalein. That is 8 to 10. So for B, the perfect indicator is R. Now strong acid versus weak base. Now tell me, if there is a strong acid, that is pH decreases because acid is dominant. So we have to use that indicator which has low value of pH, ranges less than 7. Now look at P and Q. Remember this. So for this, P and Q, I have discussed these things in a chapter volumetric analysis. I have discussed the entire thing in a separate topic, that is volumetric analysis. So check it out. Now weak acid versus weak base. So there is no suitable indicator in this case. No need. So for first option, all indicator PQR. For second option, that is R. For third option, P and Q. And the fourth option, that is S. Clear? Again, I am repeating, this is one of the best question for JEE advanced examination. This is completely assumption. Assume. If you assume those things, then you can easily solve such thing. Now let's move to the next question. This is if in a 1 liter saturated solution of AgCl, okay, that is a simultaneous solubility, common ion, the resultant concentration of Ag plus in the solution is 1.6 into 10 to the power 7. We have to find the value of X. Clear to you? Now tell me how to solve such kind of question given here Ag plus concentration. Okay. As we know, AgCl will dissociate like this, Ag plus and Cl minus. And for this, Ksp is equal to Ag plus concentration into Cl minus concentration. Wait for a moment. Clear? We have to find this, and this is symbolized as 1.6 into 10 to the power x. We have to find the value of x. This is an integer type question. Ksp is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 10 upon Cl minus concentration is equal to Ag plus. Now the question arises from where Cl minus concentration comes. We will take Cl minus concentration from CuCl because this one is a strong electrolyte, we people know. So Cl concentration will be, as we know, CuCl, it will break like this, that is, sorry, we can directly write this, that is, it can be written like this, that is Ksp is equal to Cu plus and Cl minus concentration, that is if there is a concentration equal, then what will happen? Cl minus concentration will be equal to root under Ksp, that is S square. Remember this formula, or do I need to again explain this? S into S, that is S square, 2 ions. So S is equal to root under Ksp, and this is the solubility. Now what will happen? 1 into 10 to the power minus 6, or it can be written like this, 10 to the power minus 3 to the power 2. So that is the Cl ion concentration will be equal to 10 to the power minus 3. Clear? Now put this value in this expression, you will get the answer. Now put this value, I am putting this value here, that is 10 to the power minus 3, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 7, that is the Ag plus ion concentration. So what is x? X here is 10 to the power minus 10 Ksp, okay, minus 3, that is x is equal to minus 7, or if you tell the modulus, then x is equal to 7. The answer is 7 here. Clear? This is an integer type question, and this is a question from IIT JEE, I hope 2011 or 2012. I have taken this question so that you can practice those questions easily. This is the simultaneous. As I have discussed, if there is a common ion, we will take the concentration from that electrolyte which is strong in nature, that is CuCl. Clear? Now I am going to rub this part and we will discuss the next part. The next question, check it out what I am telling. This is the passage type question. Clear? Read the passage. Higher, this is a normal general type question, is talking about the buffer solution. Higher the amount of acid or base used to produce a definite change of pH in a buffer of a solution, higher will be its buffer capacity. Buffer capacity of a solution is maximum when the concentration of salt is equal to acid in acidic buffer and salt equal to base in basic buffer. That is for acidic buffer, that is pH is equal to, we people know, pKa plus log salt upon acid. This is the things. And for basic buffer, that is POH is equal to pKb plus log salt upon base. Clear to you? This is the situation. Okay. Now what is given? pH of a buffer of a solution lies in the range pH pKa plus minus 1. That is better to represent, put here plus minus 1. Okay. In other words, any buffer solution can be used as buffer up to 2 pH unit. Okay. Only depending upon the value of pK or pKb. A buffer is said to be efficient when pH is equal to pKa or POH is equal to pKb. Okay. Clear? Now question is, any buffer can be used as a buffer up to, as I told you, according to the passage, that is 2 pH unit. Simple. Which of the following solution will be the efficient buffer? What is the efficient buffer? When will be the efficient? When pH or is equal to pKa or POH is equal to pKb. And when this condition will happen? When the concentration of salt and acid equal, when the concentration of salt and base is equal. Now find out which one has. This one is no, not a concentration of salt and acid is equal. NH3Cl, this one is also not an answer. And 0.001 molar COH, this is CS3COOH, this is not an answer. and all of them are not possible. So in this case all options are wrong. If I modified this expression, either this one, if I write here 0.01, then this one is the correct option. If I put here 0.01 and then 0, then this one is the correct option. Clear to you? So in this case no option is correct. I think there is some mistake in the answer in the options, but you can easily solve if pH when the concentration is equal. So I am taking this one as a solution. 0.01 molar NH3Cl, not NH3, that is NH4Cl, and 0.01 molar NH4OH. So B will be the correct option. So don't look at the option. Things are efficient, pH is equal to pKa and pOH is equal to pK. When this will happen? When concentration of both will equal. When, in which case if I take this one, if I modified the option, then this one have equal concentration, and if this one has equal concentration, then we can say in this case pOH is equal to pKb, then it will be the efficient. Clear to you? Now let's move to the next. As we know, what do you mean a buffer capacity? Buffer capacity, number of moles of acid and bases added per liter upon change in pH. That is this one, delta N upon delta pH. This is a simple general expression. Buffer capacity is maximum. When the buffer capacity will maximum? Tell me. In this case, when buffer capacity is maximum, when 1 mole of NH4Cl is added to 1 mole of NH4OH, that is less, denominator is less and moles increment. So this one is not possible, and 1 mole of NaCl, this one is not possible because this one is neutral and this one is strong. So buffer is basically in the case of this NH4OH, this is a special correct example of buffer solution. This one is moles differ, so A and B, B is the correct option. Buffer capacity is maximum in this case. Clear to you? Friend, if you have any doubt, you can easily approach to me regarding to the theory. If you have a solid theory, then you can easily solve such kind of questions. I am again reviewing the question. Look at, check out the question here. This is the association, not dissociation. Clear? Now in this case there is a dissociation. I have given the technique. Now in this case N2O4, this is again the dissociation case. Now in this case what we have to make relation total pressure. Total pressure, first one is capital P1, the second one is P2. Now in this case column matching, completely theory type question. This one, as I told you, common ion effect, there is an increment of 1 and decrement of 1 inversely. So this one is a graph. And now this one, as I told you, B, C, D, multiple choice question. Now this one is best question for 2019 JEE Advanced Examination, and this one, that is the simultaneous solubility, value of x 10 to the power minus 7, that is minus 7. Now this one is passage. I have discussed this thing. I think now you can solve such kind of questions very easily. But if you have any doubt regarding the solution, regarding any question, then you can directly approach to me. So friend, time to say bye bye. Thank you so much. We'll meet again.